Gail, we've really had some incredible experiences since we've known each other, and it's been incredible. And just watching your rapid acceleration and what you're doing with your books and what you're bringing to the world has been incredible for me. And I've been curious to just get your perspective of what it's like to be involved in, some of the stuff that I'm doing here and some of the things we're doing together.
Oh, I think the best way for me to explain it to you, Larry, is just today. I was in a conversation with a friend of mine who's a coach. She's a business coach. And I mentioned a particular challenge I was going through, and she started coaching me.
Yeah.
Gail, what you should do, what you should do. And my reaction was to pull back, right? And I felt like I was being blamed and like I was being judged and I was being lectured to, right? And I sat there going, I know this, I know this. And she didn't hear me.
Mm,
She didn't hear me. She wasn't telling me anything I didn't already know. It's the integration and putting it into action that's the problem. What's been happening, and I think the reason why I reacted so strongly is because I haven't been coached for months. I've shared experiences. I've shared what I've learned from those experiences, and I have grown myself.
hmm
I had the answers, right? I didn't have anybody tell me this is what you should do, Gail. I've had people say, thank you for sharing that with me. That brings this up for me, right? And so we have shared experiences because we remind each other of, hey, what's happened in the past week, and find that it's very, very similar. So my growth has been exponential. You've seen it in the past few
hmm
months, for a variety of reasons, but I really do think a lot of it is because I get to share me and learn from me, not from
hmm
someone telling me what I should be doing.
And this whole philosophy, when I stumbled across it, changed everything for me. I realized that what mattered for me was to learn from other people to evolve myself. So it's the ultimate selfish giving approach. So I found with somebody like you, when I would hear things from you and it would strike me and I would say something, it was my experience learning from you as opposed to do any kind of coaching at all. And then that would flip in the same way, where I would say something, you'd hear something, and instead of you teaching me something you knew, you would just share your experience of what you heard with me.
And what's so delicious about all of this is life is just experience. And so we're sharing life with one another.
Yeah.
And that's where the growth comes, right? It's Socrates, was it Socrates? Socrates, I think, said, education is bringing the knowledge out that's already there.
Yeah, that's really worked. And then I think the group format is really important too, because it really can't be denied that when you put a group of people together around a common vision in terms of elevating their entrepreneur experience, getting more success, getting better results, making less compromises, freedom, satisfaction, and happiness on your own terms, there's just something about being with a group of people doing exactly the same thing on a recurring basis where you can watch each other elevate a lot more quickly.
And a lot of synchronicity happens, which is
It's
really
weird too,
weird,
because you don't understand what's going on, but then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, we just both had the same leap at the same time,
right? Or we just had the
right?
same experience or the same aha, or
Yeah.
right? It's like, wait a minute, that happened to me on Saturday too. Where were you?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So it's been so exciting to be a part of this with you, and you've added so much to everything that I've been involved in, and I really appreciate you and the impact that you're making on the world right now and how fast that is elevating, as you're sort of completing some things and starting to bring this out, in a big way.
It's time. It's time. And honestly, when it comes to following our instinct, which is what this is all about, what happens, you and I met instinctively.
Mhm.
right? I mean, you were a cold contact. I do not respond to cold contacts, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this guy? Sure, I'll talk with him.
All right. All right. Thanks again. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Larry. Bye bye, everybody.